Hey guys, it's Ross Hayes, Rossini Hayes, aka White Prince. I'm just jumping right into it and showing you a little bit of the room, my lair. So ignore the khaki coat in the corner. That was a gift. I don't wear it, but I keep it in my room. And yeah, as you can see, this is the white closet. It's been under construction for quite some time because of the top shelf. So actually the whole thing fell over once. I put this on the wall, not myself. I hired like a TaskRabbit. They put it on the wall and it fell down. It was not secure enough. So I've just been working with what you see here for a while and ignore the black rack. I obviously like to keep it pretty consistent with the whites. But yeah, I just have my shoes up here. And then on the top, I normally keep bags, but the bags are now just sitting over here in the corner, a little bit away from everything else. And yeah, they're just stacked, but there's bags within bags. You can't quite see everything here. And then more things in this little end of the bed ottoman situation. The black is for work. Anytime, you don't really see me in black, but anytime that I do wear black is for work. I am a private driver. I do some private chauffeuring for a family in Brooklyn. That's another video. Okay, so, and like we have a bag here, my white laundry, I don't know, hamper, I guess you can call it. And yeah, so this rack I brought in here because it stores a lot of, or it's just like a lot of the heavier items can sit on it. Because, you know, it gets a little heavy on the rack on the wall. So I don't want to deal with another, you know, situation where it all comes crashing down. So we have that there. I have these chairs just sitting in here because I also am a photographer. And they were white chairs that were put out from the art gallery. Okay, so I live on, well, okay, I'm not gonna say what street, but this is Tribeca technically, but there's a bunch of art studios, art galleries, excuse me, on this street. So every Friday they have a gallery opening. And if you're lucky, you'll just like look at the streets and they put out furniture that they use for staging. It was barely touched, barely used. So that's where I found these white chairs, basically, is what I'm getting to. So I pulled in, there's 6 of them, 2 stacked on top of each other. And I'm using them for a photo shoot, a test shoot someday. But I came over here initially to show you. There's more shoes down here. So there's these shoe shelves that I got. And there's just shoes stacked all along the shelves down here, as you can see. Oh, and I got some more over here as well. And in the corner, my Brandon Blackwood thigh highs, so cute. And some just like accessories and items here that I do wear myself, but also I use for photo shoots. Hats and a big bow there, and yeah, so. Anyway, this is just a little bit of, this is all the collection basically I have of my white. Some of it's put away, you know, it depends on what season it is. It is winter technically, but my big fur coat is under the bed and a couple other things I stored under there as well. So yeah, it obviously is a little bit of a mess, but it's organized in my head. This is not the way I want to keep it, but I am moving very soon, relocating, and I'll show you the rest of the loft in a bit, but that's why I'm not really worried about, you know, getting everything situated in this room because it's not going to be here for too much longer. So, yeah, and another video is, even though it's all white, the amount of different whites I have in here is crazy. So I'll put on an outfit, for example, in the room where the lighting is just its own world. You know, sometimes it has a warmer light, the blue ceiling, and then sometimes, you know, the daylight, but it matches indoors. And then I'll step outside in the natural light and come to find out I'm wearing 10 different shades of white and whatever, I guess it's all a creamer white palette, but it just, to my eyes, it doesn't really go together. I like to keep the whites a little bit more consistent. So at the end of the day, I'm just like, whatever, at least I'm wearing, you know, a similar palette. This was from a Ralph Lauren Pride shoot that I was assistant shooting for. Yeah, so many different shades. This was from a Nadam campaign that I actually modeled for. They were doing like 12 different New York figures with their own personalities and reasons why they choose certain colors of their sweater collection. And they gave me the white, which I was so honored. Yeah, but let's step into, this is it. I'm not going to show you my bed or too much of anything else just because it is a little chaotic. There's the Emma Frost inspo in the corner, another video we'll do, but we also have her up here. These Emma Frost series. Yeah, this is cute. This is a bag, but like a shoe sole. And then it's actually a bag. This was Untitled Lab or Untit Lab. I doubt it's Untit Lab, but yeah, I've had that for a bit. But you step outside of the layer here. This is the loft. I've been here for about 2 years. And it is gorgeous. It does have plenty pros and cons. There's a New York sound. Some cop car. But yeah, on this street, I guess New Yorkers will know what street this is, but I'm not gonna give it away. These are all art galleries on the ground level. Well, some of them have multiple floors, but yeah, it's really cute. I love the Corinthian columns. I think this building was built in 1869 or something like that. And it used to be a textile building. This unit actually belonged to a famous artist. I'll have to remember the name. But he originally, you know, it was all white with white floors. However, the previous tenant damaged the floors with, it's like a really bad flood. And so they were this natural wood that you see in my room. They said it cost like $100,000 to get it repaired with this all new natural wood. And then I share the space with another photographer. I'm the only one that lives here, but the other photographer and I thought, why not, you know, bring the floors back to the white? So she had them professionally done, and now we have more of the, you know, photography studio vibe back. We brought it back. Thank you, Jay, for this lovely bow for the holidays. But yeah, it's cute, it's artsy, it's 2,000 square feet. The laundry situation over there always helps. Yeah, my little nook over here. Sometimes people get a little tour of the room. We had Jay as well, the one who gave us the bow, paint this wall pink for a Chanel little story that I assisted for with the other photographer I share the space with. So she lives in Brooklyn with her husband and kids and comes in during the week. And she, you know, we just do like meetings and shoots and castings and anything you can think of basically in the photography world takes place here during the week. And then she doesn't really come in on weekends. And she leaves every day, Monday through Friday, around 4:35. So it works out very well, but I am relocating. This, is one of our brighter rooms. We painted that black, kept this white. But the way, you know, the sun moves downtown here in New York, so the lofts across the street actually get the most light. So we get whatever light is rebounding off of those buildings. So this tends to be our brightest room. It does get a little dark back there. It's like, what time is it? 6:37 a.m. And, you know, it's like fall, winter, so it's a little bit more, you know, moodier with the light, gloomy, I guess you could say. But in the summer, spring, summer, it gets pretty, I don't know, you know, it's lighter in here in the morning. So, plus it's only 6:37, but you can kind of see the sun creeping in, rising a little bit more. Yeah, so anyway, it's cute, right? I will miss it, even though I've shot in every nook, every cranny you see. A lot of this, well, all the furniture basically Kat brought in, the other photographer. But some of these, you know, bits and bobs are mine. The Tom Bianchi's mine. The there it is. Love Diaries. I brought that in. So yeah, that rock as well. Yeah. But it's nice because as a photographer, you know, I have this white closet that are all my clothes that I've collected throughout the years that I, you know, pull and can shoot with when I'm doing tests or whatever type of shoot. But then we also have a styling closet over here with mostly Kat's clothes and other clothes, I guess, that, I don't know, we find along the way, but that we can pull as well for the models. She's got great taste. So there's Miu Miu, Courage, lots of Prada. This is Sandro, I think. Yeah, Sandro. Christian Dior. Pants. Never heard of that brand, but this is the Courage, matching Courage. I think this is, I can't even get, oh no, Loewe. It's from another shoot. You know, the stylists come in basically and they have the room for the day, for the shoot, whatever shoot we're doing. Zadig, we did a photo shoot with Zadig. Yeah, Call Meyer, okay. Yeah, so it's just a nice variety basically of things to pull and use for photo shoots. Keeps things, you know, a little interesting, not always the same. I tend to shoot with white. Obviously, it's sort of like my brand, my thing. This used to be mine. I think this is a Gant coat. Yeah, this is a Gant bomber, but it's just a little too yellow for my closet. It's got a little mark. But, so I didn't want to keep, you know, it was just like standing out from my closet and the other white. So, brought it in here. I don't do, well, okay, I mean, I do have like a lot of feminine moments in my wardrobe, but I don't do dresses. So otherwise I would have snatched this up from my closet. So cute. You can, it's got like a lace corset moment. You just, you know, tie it in the back, but it's like a dress basically. This Epuzer, I don't know. Yeah, so basically that's it. A lot of denim, a lot of Louise. I think it's Lois. Yeah, Lois. Denim, Rola's jeans. She has a lot of in here. And these are all her shoes here. Luar sent us 3 pairs of shoes. Those dress shoes, boots, and then a mule. Oh, those are the dress shoes. These are the mules. Ah! So cute. These are men's, and they fit, but oh my god, they're a little painful. Not my normal palette that I prefer, but still very cute for photo shoots. And I was gonna say male models, but honestly, women wear them as well. Just look really cute. But her Gucci's back up here. Anyway, so whatever. It's somewhat tidy. It could be tidier. The bags on the bottom are just like, you know, solid t-shirts and pieces, not really name brands. These Balenciaga heels belong up there, but maybe she pulled them for a shoot. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. that is a window to my room. It has this like weird blue ceiling that I've never changed. But once again, I'm relocating very soon, so I will, yeah, that's what it is. But I will be bringing the shelves with me to the next location because they just add to the white closet, the very white prints. These are so cute for the winter, a little winter boot heel. Now I have to go through and spray all my shoes. That's what I have, like, oh, it's like a spray back here. This I'm gonna use for my whites. Just to, like, you know, for the shoes, like a Scotch Guard to protect them outside New York in these filthy streets. And then I do have some separate spray for the clothes. Some more of the valuable pieces. Do not get me started on this. This is like Lorenzo Segezzi, handmade in Milan. It was like a custom pant corset moment. That was one of my largest purchases, my first, you know, larger purchases, I think in like 20 something. But anyway, I let a friend borrow these for Halloween, on Halloween night. I'm not going to use the word friend because what friend returns them to me in this condition? They had like satin gum and these were pristine, pretty clean, no stains, that's for sure. And then they brought it back in this condition. Like, what the fuck did they do? Roll around in the mud? Look at that, look at that, look at this. The gum peeking through. This stain. It's just also a little dingy, not little, very dingy. It's just so rude. Like, what a monster. I was like really, really pissed and upset. I still am, but I guess I'm feeling confident I can get, you know, most of the stains out. But that is the last time I'm letting anybody borrow my clothes. I know people were like, oh, if you're gonna, you know, lend your clothes, if they have like, you know, a sentimental value to me or something like that, then I should be charging a price. But fuck it, that was the last straw. Like, hell fucking no. That's it. No more lending, no more giving away. So he did it, and thank you, because I guess I learned a big lesson. Like, not everyone's gonna treat your belongings the way you'd like them to be treated. But this was just a monstrosity. I mean, how diabolical to return an item, and he didn't even apologize. He didn't mention anything about it. Just returned them like nothing was wrong, and it just broke my heart. Like, I should block him, but I'm gonna cut him off. No word. I'm not even gonna give him, you know, the entertainment and the attention of being upset. Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he's just so evil, but that's it. So I'm actually going to send them to Jeeves. Jeeves is like, I stumbled upon his account on Instagram, and his videos go viral for getting out stains and basically just restoring items and a lot of like designer items. So I'm gonna send these in. They'll probably cost a pretty penny, but it's worth it just to restore them. I mean, I haven't even worn them myself. That's the thing. I took photos of the person, not friend, the person I gave, lend them to the Halloween night. The whole shebang. I even gave them heels. Oh my God, don't even remind me. A bracelet that he did not return with the bag of items. He just pretended like nothing happened, I guess. What a fucking evil person. But anyway, Jeeves, hopefully, if you're watching, JK, I know you're not going to be watching, but please bring these babies back. I mean, they're so cute and they belong in the White Prince collection. I mean, yeah, some Prada loafers. But I'm already thinking of the different videos I'm going to be doing, just to list some of them off, showing a lot of the different shades of whites that I have, the whole backstory, inspiration of why, the whites even came about, why they're part of the whole brand, reasons why I really don't buy designer anymore. There's a list of reasons why I don't buy designer anymore, but that's going to be in another video. Oh my God, another video for getting out stains. This was in horrible condition. My fault, but Palomo, Spain. Look at how intricate this lace is. So beautiful. The sleeves, so gorgeous. And this was like on this, like a dingy yellow, I want to say. But with a couple tricks I have up my sleeve by now, you know, like 10 years later, I know how to get pretty much any stain out myself. And this came out pretty nice. Back to white again. So yeah, that's another video as well. Maybe a more in-depth, you know, loft tour. Just maybe going through some of the knickknacks you see on the ground. Look at that $800 Labubu. It was not purchased by me. It was by my friend who shares the space. But yeah, just thinking of ideas that I'm going to, you know, share with everyone and slowly bring people into my white prince life. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for more. There's gonna be a whole lot going in. I'm gonna basically letting everyone into my world here, my all white world and aesthetic. So more to come. Okay, wait, also I forgot to add, so sorry, here's some Emma Frost posters I have that just goes along with the whole, you know, aesthetic I have going with the white. That was the whole reason why I became so obsessed. And then I just wanted to show you, it's sort of all like a mess over here, but some of my Emma Frost figure collection I have. Look at that, sick, the new X-Men outfit, my favorite of hers, obsessed. Look how cunt the outfit is, I mean. But yeah, we'll be going, you know, in depth with that, Generation X. And then I also have my whole comic collection, which there's more hidden behind the box there, but you know, just more of the story behind my whole obsession with Emma Frost and white. But basically, so fucking major. I mean, you probably already get it. Just look how amazing she looks. This is her own series, all in one large omnibus or book. Yeah, but it all started specifically with New X-Men. Here, New X-Men. Like, this was the very first, oh wait, I guess it was Astonishing X-Men, excuse me. Astonishing X-Men, I guess, was the very first X-Men book I laid eyes on. In a public library in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where I was raised. And I just saw Emma on the cover and immediately fell in love. I was just like, wait, what the fuck? Who is this woman? This mutant? I mean, damn, did I just fall in love that day. Going forward, I'm trying to find the Astonishing X-Men cover just to show you like what it looked like, what I saw that day in the library. Okay, it was a larger version, basically with more chapters of the story. So it's a pretty like large, thicker book. I don't think maybe it was the omnibus, I'm not sure, but this is just, you know, it has like volume 1. I think they split them up into like 5 or 6 volumes, but a little dusty, sorry. But this was the image I basically laid eyes on in the public library, the Brown County Library. And I was like, who is she? Like, look at her in the heels. My little gay ass, I was obsessed, ate her right up. And I probably flipped through some pages. It was just like, oh my God, she's a pretty, you know, prominent character in the book. That was her in her diamond form. Look at her, just gorgeous. This was when Whedon was writing for X-Men. this moment in X-Men history. But yeah, basically just was obsessed with, I don't know, her image, just like the way she was drawn. Cassidy was, I guess, the illustrator, Whedon the writer. So, I mean, and this was diamond form. Just so kind. What other hero, like, well, not hero, what other mutant just looks glamorous while using their abilities? I mean, and there's some other, you know, moments in X-Men where this take Colossus out of here. But Emma, you know, to replace him, she's using her secondary mutation with the diamond to just kick ass. And then moments where she's just like wearing heels and the illustrator really just knows what they're doing. And I mean, stop. Her relationship with Scott, it was just, I ate it right up. Just so amazing. So anyway, very close to my heart. Yeah, but that day on, I have to like wipe some of these books down. It's not permanent, as you can see, it's coming off, but yeah, this was the first shot I saw. I was like, holy hell. So yeah, it's where White Prince came as well, the name. She's White Queen in this whole X-Men world. And I was like, wait, well, I am the White Prince. So it's the same poster I have up here. Yes, this is Lana and Nikki, okay. But yeah, she also looks fucking fierce over there as well. That was technically her home in Massachusetts. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to let you know about that. And I will be showing myself, you know, one day, but I'm just out of shape right now. I even like sound fat. I'm not fat, but just, I'm not in the best shape right now. So you'll see what I look like later. This was a pilot that I was in that we're trying to get picked up. We're gonna submit to film festivals and stuff. So if anyone knows someone that works for, you know, production company or streaming services, I want to pick up this story about 4 gay black men living in Brooklyn. I mean, it's amazing. Their truth, their chaos, their Brooklyn. I love the script. The plot is very good. Plus, I have like a little, you know, a lot of fashion moments. It's basically like Sex and the City, but 4 gay black men. And I am the Samantha of the group. Oh, I guess that's what I look like. Still was out of shape here, but okay, whatever. Yeah, so anyway, I can't wait to sort of just open up my life a little bit more. I thought, why keep this all not hidden? I am a very private person, but I don't know. Why keep it all to myself? So can't wait, you guys. There she is. And look, already you can tell it's a little later, maybe 7:30 now, and it is getting brighter in here on this end of the loft. Always stay. Oh, okay, it's a little brighter over there as well, but yeah, so some light does come in. But as you can see across the street, the sun is basically hit. Like if they had their blinds open, they would get marvelous sun on that top floor there. We're getting the reflection, as you can see here, the light being reflected through